Hey guys, Anna Green here with Anna Be Changing. I'm here to help you believe in yourself again, take action, and create your story. So let's dive in. I was coming to you today to talk about diets, and that is a four-letter word to me, diet. I don't like it very much. And why I don't like it is because of the connotation that it has. It's negative. It seems restrictive to me. It seems like you have to cut things off. It's very strict, and you can't have anything good. You can't have anything good that, you typically want to have, all those kind of things. So I don't really like the word diet. I choose to say eating plan. That's what I say, or, eating mindset, any of those kind of things. But in this case, we're talking about diets. So there's a bajillion of them out there, right? There's so many. It seems like once a month there's a new fad, or this one's the best, or that one's the best. Or if you ask somebody else what are they doing, this is what works for them, so then you try it, but it doesn't work for you, so then you get frustrated. Well, the reason why is because we're not the same people, right? I am not the same as you, and you are not the same as your neighbor and your brother and your sister. It doesn't matter. Even if you got the same genetics, you are different on the inside. Your gut is different than your sister's gut. It's just different. So there's no way for us to say, this is the way, the only way, the end all be all for eating. So to help break it down a little bit further, I want to share with you the three main categories of diets and of eating plans, and how those kind of categorize. So the first one is therapeutic diet. So that is something that's maybe prescribed by a medical professional or something like that for you. It's meant to, as part of a treatment plan for some sort of a medical condition, like high cholesterol, low blood pressure, diabetes, celiac disease, allergies, different things like that. So it's meant as a part of an overall medical intervention and medical therapy that you're doing. And you can find a lot of times that those might work for an extended period of time, and you're having a lot of success with that. And then at some point you're doing everything the exact same, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. Well, part of that too is because your body is changing. Your hormones are changing as you go through life. Your metabolism is changing as you go through life, as you age, and all of those kind of things. So you might find yourself going from this therapeutic diet to maybe something else, like the next category, the maintenance diet. So those are eating plans that are meant to be more of a long-term kind of a lifestyle, that they're meant to just be your standard, this is how I eat all of the time. They're not meant to necessarily correct anything. You're not looking to do anything different, something like that. So it's kind of middle of the road, just regular life eating. And that as well, with any number of these, you can find that that works for you for a really long time. And then you might be like me, where I started to approach 40 and my hormones started to go a little cray-cray, and my metabolism started to go, what's happening here? And I started to get food sensitivities that I never really noticed before. Maybe I had them and I just didn't know what they were, or I thought that was normal. I don't know. But those kind of things can happen when you're in whatever phase you might be in your eating plans. And then you say, this doesn't work for me. So then you move to the last category, and that's where I am right now. That's what I'm doing with myself in my journey, is experimental eating, or experimental diets. So with that, you're really experimenting, just like it says. That you are trying to figure out what it is that works for you. What sort of foods are you sensitive to? What gives you a whole lot of energy? What just makes you crash afterwards? Like for me, if I eat French fries, dude, I'm gone for like an hour after that. Fried foods just have that effect on me. So that's something that I've found out through experimenting in what it is that I eat. But if I eat, thank goodness, if I eat bacon and eggs, yay, because I love bacon and eggs, so that's fantastic. But if I eat bacon and eggs, I'm good. I am good to go. I have so much energy with that. But that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying to figure out for me, is what works best? What style of eating works best for me? What times of eating work best for me? How much do I eat during the day? How many hours do I eat? 6 small meals? Do I eat 3 larger meals? And do I space it out? What's my eating window? All of those kind of things. So in the experimental phase, you're kind of treating yourself as an experiment, right? You're a scientist for yourself, and you're trying to figure out what works for you, what makes you feel the best in your body, and how do you want to move forward with that. And you'll find through your life, you kind of go through different phases. You kind of weave in and out of these different categories of diets. And like I said before, no one diet is any better than another one necessarily, because one diet might work incredibly well for one person and not work at all whatsoever for the next person, and then be kind of middle of the road for somebody else, because we are not the same. None of us are. They've found, even in studies, that even twins, they have different gut bacteria. So their guts function completely differently. So even with twins that you think, they're supposed to be identical or whatever in all ways, on the inside, they can still be made up differently. And so one diet eating plan would work for one and not for the other. So we can't even say that, right? So we're all different. So the most important part is figuring out what works best for you. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to sit with you a little bit. And I know sometimes that can be uncomfortable, and you have to be willing to have some awareness around your food and take a look at your relationship with food. And that, my friends, is what we are going to talk about tomorrow. Lucky you. So thank you for joining me tonight and learning a little bit more about these phases of diets and what I'm doing right now that's working incredibly well for me. And I'll share more information about that next week. But tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about awareness and your relationship with food, and how you can take a look at that and start to decide if it works for you, if it doesn't, and how you can kind of tweak it a little bit to put it in the category of working for you.